Hey guys, it's Nicole and I'm back with another workbook Workshelf Wednesday. And this time we'll be doing a St. Patrick's theme lineup of activities for your preschool and kindergarten kids. Stay tuned. Things came from one printable. It's a huge printable with tons of St. Patrick's Day themed activities for your preschoolers. And then I created one particular activity that is good for kindergarten and up because it's a addition or subtraction or multiplication activity. So jumping right in, these ones that I'm going to show first are all preschool. This is just a very simple paper puzzle that you can do with your preschooler. You might want to sit down and do this with them because I say, you know, my 2-year-old and my 3-year-old. My 3-year-old can get this, my 2-year-old may need some assistance. So this is definitely kind of like a group activity that you can do with them to figure out the little puzzle. And another thing that you could do with this is that when it's all done, you can possibly glue it to a larger piece of paper, and it's only an 8-piece puzzle. But kids, you know, they generally tend to enjoy doing little activities like this. So this is a good logic activity for them to just try to figure it out and just get it right. They love stuff like this. So here it's a little Irish girl standing next to a pot of gold. And then you can probably go on and make it into a craft by actually gluing it on a larger piece of paper for them. Another activity that I found that goes with this printable as well is this C sort. C is for clover. So there's uppercase C, lowercase c. So this is good for preschool when they're doing letter recognition and they're trying to learn the difference between uppercase and lowercase letters. So over here is just a variety of uppercase and lowercase C's. And you would just have your child sort the uppercase C's on one section and the lowercase C's on another section. This activity I haven't done with them this week yet, so that's why these C's aren't laminated or reinforced with cardstock, but that's something that's very simple to do. And what I like to do is when I'm storing activities like this inside of their preschool workbook, I usually just tuck these pieces inside of the page protector so that they don't go missing. So this is inside the page protector, and just slip all the little C's in there as well. And here's just another puzzle, another paper strip puzzle. This one is a clover and a leprechaun. So I created this little sticker match from Dollar Tree stickers, these 3-dimensional textured stickers. I guess you can say this is also a sensory activity as well because these stickers are very textured and the kids had a good time just feeling them. They're raised parts of it. And then what you can do is just like I did, line them up on each side and have the kids match the stickers. Simple as that. As you can see, they had a good time with this. There's some mistakes there, but they got it. I turned my back and they just started scribbling on it. I'm like, no, you're supposed to match it. So that's pretty much how it turned out. This is my 2-year-old. He had a good time doodling at first, and then I had to tell him, okay, which one is the same? And he pointed, and I'd help him guide it along since he's a pre-writer. So really simple. It's good for pre-writing skills, really good for fine motor skills, for grasping that crayon or marker or pencil, and for guiding their hand along to on a straight line. In the workbook, I included some more pre-writing activities. I like to jazz up the workbook seasonally, just so you know they have something different to do in the workbook. So this printable also came with which one is different, which one is the same kind of activities, as well as some pre-writing practice. They had a good time with this. As you can see, they were using the dry erase crayons with this. So which one is different, and they just have to circle the ones that are different Which one is different? Again, circle the ones that is different, and another circle with the one that's different. And then there's a pre-writing practice on these as well. So just a few, I didn't erase this one all the way today, but just a few little, St. Patrick's theme activities into the daily learning notebook that kind of makes things different for them and gives them a little change of scenery for their sit-down activities every day. So here's a sensory bin. Pretty much I've used this sensory bin before. Inside of this sensory bin, it's just a regular old shoebox bin. And inside I have, this is barley that I've actually colored green. And, food coloring and a little bit of water, and then let it soak overnight. There's some rice grains in there as well from the other colored sensory bins, but you get the point. And then what I have them do is they go through and pick out the coins and the clovers, and then I have a bin that has a clover on it so they can put the clovers in this bin, and I have a bin that has a coin sticker on it and they put the coins in that one. And so after they sort it out, the next step would be to count the amount that they have. So this is a math activity, a sensorial activity, and a logic activity for sorting as well. So it's 3 parts. It's the fun of just playing and all of this. Okay. Then there's the sorting of the clovers into one container and the coins into another. And then at the end, they count it all up. So they really enjoyed that one. And here I made these little pots of gold. These little pots of gold, pretty much I free-handed these, just wrote these on some purple cardstock, and then these same clovers, which I got from the Dollar Tree, that came with the same clovers that are in the sensory bin, but these are plain ones. I just wrote the numbers on here 1 through 12. So what you can do is you can do a number of things with these. You can line them up and have the kids actually put the correct amount of coins in the pot of gold. So this one would just have 1 coin. 2 would have 2 coins in the pot of gold, on top of the pot of gold, so on and so forth. So you can do that. You can use it as basic addition activity, where you give them 2 pots of gold and have them put the correct number of coins on top, and then you'll say, okay, well, what's 1 plus 2? And then they will count this up, and that will give them 3. So that's a preschool and early math activity for them for sorting, counting, 1-to-1 correspondence, and addition or even subtraction. Now for my 6-year-old, what I did is I threw the abacus in and I turned this into a multiplication activity. So I would just simply, we were doing the 2 times table today because it was an introduction to multiplication, and I just propped the little pot of gold up right here, and I just said, okay, what's 1 times 2? 1, 2 times. So 1 times 2 is 2. Good. Okay, so what's 2 times 2? So 2, 2. 2 times 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a really good way for someone who's a tactile learner or a visual learner to really grasp the concept of touching, feeling, quantifying, seeing the amount, and understanding multiplication that way. So there's a number of things you can do with this. I haven't done it yet, but now I'm thinking about it, is my son, who's 3, who's working on skip counting by 2s, I can actually use these to help him with understanding skip counting by 2s, because these go from 1 to 12. So the same thing like with the mittens last week, I can have him pin it to the line in order from 2 to 12, or just simply pick out the even numbers and have him do the coins with the even numbers as well. So there's just a number of things that you can do with these. So that's pretty much it for this week, and I hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Workbook Workshelf Wednesday, St. Patrick's Day edition. I will definitely leave this printable in the description box below. Head on out to your local Dollar Tree, and you can create all of these little marvelous activities for just a few dollars. Have a great day, guys. Bye.